Hello, how are you all? I hope you are fine by the grace of God Almighty. Thank you for watching Ninja Animations. Today's topic is very important. In this episode, we will share something significant with you. As you know, marriage is a very important decision in our lives. It's not just a matter of a few days. It's about a lifetime commitment. Two people spend their entire lives together. Many people don't think carefully before making the decision to marry. They don't consider whether the person they are marrying is right for them, whether they will be able to spend a fulfilling life together. They often marry in haste and, after some time, the true nature of their partner starts to reveal itself. This leads to frustration, and they start wondering why they married this person. In today's episode, we will share some signs to watch out for. If you see these signs in your partner, please reconsider marrying them, otherwise, you might regret it for the rest of your life. Before starting the video, let's see what God tells us about this in the Bible. 2 Corinthians 6:14, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. For what partnership is righteousness with lawlessness? Or what fellowship is light with darkness? Ephesians 5:25, husbands, love your wives, as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Ephesians 5:33, however, let each one of you love his wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband. Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. Genesis 2:24, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Now let's start this video and watch it together. I know more about these things than you do. If you don't know something, you shouldn't interrupt.
Richard, listen to me. I'm telling you the truth that a new policy has come in. Any company that hires us for a job will first take a small written test to see if our concepts are clear. This new policy means hiring will now include a step.
Listen to me, I don't want to argue with you. You never know anything and just like to debate. I'm telling you that the company will hire us based on interviews. When I say something, you should accept it because I have more knowledge than anyone else, and no one is smarter than me.
If you don't read the newspaper, it's not my fault. All the companies have advertised that they will first interview and then take a written test before hiring new students or fresh graduates.
You're arguing with me again. I can't imagine what you'll do after we get married. You never miss a chance to debate with me.
Please, don't take my words so harshly. I just wanted to inform you. If you can't understand what I'm saying, there's nothing more I can do.
Just accept that whatever I say is correct. I can never be wrong because I have the most knowledge and information. Please don't argue with me and do things as I say.
All right, I understand now. Please don't get so angry. I won't debate with you anymore.
Yes, because I don't like people who argue with me. I want everyone to accept what I say and follow it without questioning. I don't like it when people disagree with me.
Okay, fine. Now, please relax. You were getting very angry.
Yes, I'm getting angry because of what you said. Don't argue with me like this again.
All right, I won't argue with you anymore. As you saw in sign number 1, there are often people in our society who always think they are right and everyone else is wrong. They insist that whatever they say is absolutely correct and are never ready to consider other perspectives. If you ever encounter such people or find yourself in a relationship with them, please do not decide to marry them. These individuals are self-centered and their mindset is to control others, expecting them to agree with even their incorrect statements without question. Living with such people is very difficult because they consider themselves to be overly intelligent and view others as fools. Therefore, spending your life with someone like this can be extremely challenging. Never make the mistake of deciding to marry such people, as it will create numerous difficulties in your life. Smith, you look very handsome in the clothes you are wearing. When did you buy them? You didn't tell me.
Oh, I bought them last month but just forgot to tell you. I've only worn them once before, and I decided to wear them for the lunch you invited us to today.
I thought you bought them 2 years ago, and you were saying 2 months ago because their appearance suggests they are old, not new. But if you say so, I'll take your word for it.
All right, you've said what you wanted to. What I told you is true. Actually, Layla has a point. Smith, your clothes do look quite old. If you need money, you can borrow some from me. No, I don't need money. And even if I did, I wouldn't ask you. I work a part-time job and can save enough money to buy clothes from the same brands as you guys. Layla, I love you so much and care for you deeply, but I don't understand why you make jokes in front of my enemies.
Smith, I didn't make any jokes. I was just making a comment. If my words hurt you, I apologize. You shouldn't be so sensitive. A joke is just a joke.
No, this isn't a joke. It feels like an insult. Just because I love you doesn't mean you can make me the butt of everyone's jokes. This is your mistake, and you need to acknowledge it.
I don't think I made a mistake. I was just commenting that your clothes really do look quite old. What's wrong with bringing this up in front of everyone?
If you needed to say something, you could have done it privately. It seems like you enjoy it when people make fun of me and laugh at me. Maybe you forget how much I love you and that we're going to be married soon.
I don't know why you're overthinking things. What you're imagining isn't the case. As you saw in sign number 2, the girl is making fun of a person who loves her deeply, and they are about to get married. Never marry someone who makes you the butt of jokes in front of others and allows people to laugh at you and insult you. Some people never change their habits even after marriage. They continue to make fun of you in front of others, which gives others the opportunity to laugh at you. Keep your distance from such people because they are not sincere. They take you lightly, and marrying such individuals means putting yourself in trouble for life. A husband and wife should respect each other, and if one of them makes the other the subject of public ridicule, it means they are not genuinely supportive. Therefore, you should never decide to marry someone who does not truly respect and care for you. If someone only says they love you but does not genuinely show it, they are not sincere, and you should not involve yourself in their life.
I was trying to call you, but you didn't answer. What was the issue? Where were you busy?
I was getting ready to go to church, so I had put my phone on silent. After that, I tried to call you back, but you didn't answer.
I don't understand why you always talk about church. You should be more broad-minded and a bit more modern.
What do you mean by that? I didn't understand your point. We should always discuss everything. We should talk to God. We can only communicate with God through prayers. Also, why aren't you participating in church activities lately? What's the problem?
It's not right to be so intense about everything. You should live life neutrally.
You are saying strange things. I don't know what's wrong with you. Why have you become so distant from God? When I talk about the Bible, you ask me to change the topic. When I talk about church, you tell me to discuss something else. We can talk about movies or any other topic, but whenever I bring up God or how God wants us to live, your mood shifts, and you become rude, repeatedly asking me to change the topic.
I didn't come here to listen to your lecture. I talk about topics that interest me. My mindset is different from yours. I was raised in a modern family, and I believe everything should have its limits and not exceed them.
Your mindset is very strange. I don't understand how we will manage after marriage. What kind of person are you if you say we shouldn't attend church or pray? Your habits are very odd, and I'm worried about how we will live together after marriage.
I feel like you don't love me at all. If you loved me, you would do what I say.
I love God more than anything in this world, and for me, nothing holds more value than God. I love what God has taught us. I don't understand why I feel like you're trying to distance me from God.
I can't change your way of thinking. You can think whatever you want, and your own questions and answers are yours alone. I don't have the time to explain everything to you. I've shared my thoughts with you, and I'm done listening to yours.
It seems like you've become very strange. I don't know what path you're on, but whenever God is mentioned, your mood immediately shifts. As you saw in sign number 3, be very cautious and never decide to marry someone who tries to distance you from God. If discussing God, His teachings, or His guidance causes this person to become hostile or irritable, remember that this is a major red flag. Never allow someone into your life who attempts to separate you from God. Remember that Satan is active 24/7, and his plan is to hijack the lives of believers. Satan can appear in various forms, so don't allow anyone who tries to distance you from God or gets angry when you mention God in front of them. Marriage with such a person is far from ideal, but you should not have any relationship with those who try to separate you from God. Satan's job is to lead people away from God, and his goal is for people to follow him rather than God. Therefore, do not allow anyone who tries to make you feel distant from God. Now, let's move on to sign number 4.
Barbara, I emailed you about the file. Have you sent it to the boss?
No, Oliver, I haven't completed it yet. I'm still working on it. As soon as it's done, I'll send it to the boss.
Please send it as soon as possible, because the final meeting is the day after tomorrow, and the boss needs to discuss it in the presentation. Don't delay it. Just prioritize finishing this task.
Okay, I understand. I'll complete it shortly and send it to the boss.
All right, I'll wait for it.
Oliver, if you need to discuss something, you can come to me. Why do you need to keep going to her?
My love, Catherine, she is the head of the department, and naturally, I need to go to her if I need to discuss something. This is an office, and we work as a team.
There is no need for further explanation. When I say you should discuss office matters with me, you should come to me. I don't like that you go to her or that you seem free to talk to her.
Are you doubting me? Do you think I have someone else in mind? We're about to get married, and I've never thought of any other woman. But you always doubt me, whether my phone rings or I talk to someone else. What's your problem?
My problem is that you shouldn't be talking to anyone else in the office except me. That's my concern.
I don't like this behavior of yours. You need to change it. We work in an office with bosses, and we need to follow their rules. It's not right for me to not speak to the staff here.
I've told you I don't like you talking to any other woman in the office except me. You're my future husband, and we're getting married in a few months. If you don't change this habit, I don't know how we'll manage.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Your habit of doubting. You always question things and doubt my nature, even though you know I'm not that kind of person. Your problem is that you don't trust me.
If you continue to think this way, then think whatever you want. I don't care, but after marriage, you'll never talk to another woman.
You saw in sign number 4, the character Catherine represents behaviors seen in people who are excessively suspicious. Trust is crucial in any relationship. Without it, the relationship becomes very challenging and can lead to a troubled life. A partner who constantly doubts you creates an uncomfortable environment, as such individuals cannot find peace themselves nor allow others to have peace of mind. Marriage is not a matter of 1 or 2 days. It is a lifelong commitment. If you have to spend your entire life with someone who is excessively suspicious, your life will become difficult. Such a person will not allow you to meet or talk to anyone. Even if someone tries to communicate with you, the suspicious person will start arguments without reason, causing you distress. Therefore, if your partner is overly suspicious and unwilling to change, it is advisable to distance yourself from such individuals. A life with a suspicious person is challenging and unfulfilling.
I don't understand why you haven't started earning yet. You seem eager to get married and are very fond of that girl, but have you thought about how you would provide for her after marriage? There are many responsibilities and needs that a woman's husband must fulfill after marriage, but you don't seem interested in earning money.
I will start earning money. What's your problem? I'm just not in the mood to look for a job right now. When I'm ready, I'll search for a job and start working.
If you're not in the mood to work, then stop talking about marriage. You need to discuss these issues with someone else. There's no way you can get married if you're not taking responsibility. The girl will leave her family to be with you, and there are many essential things you need to provide. But you're showing no responsibility regarding your financial situation. This is not the way to live your life.
You've started lecturing me early in the morning. I'm not in the mood to listen to your lecture. You keep talking to me like this. I've already told you that I'll start earning when I'm ready. Right now, I'm just not in the mood.
You always not in mood to take responsibility. All you do is hang around in the streets and go to late night parties, and now you want me to arrange your marriage. I will not arrange your marriage until you become responsible and think seriously about these matters.
Fine, if you won't arrange my marriage, do you think I won't be able to marry that girl? I will marry her regardless.
I'm asking you to please search for a job and make yourself financially stable first, and then decide about marriage.
You've given me your lecture, and I've heard what I needed to hear. I'm not in the mood for more lectures, so please don't bother me. This is my life, and I'll live it as I see fit.
Your thinking is very wrong. One day, you will deeply regret it.
As you have seen the attitude of the young man, who is very non-serious, never marry someone who does not want to stabilize their financial condition and is not willing to settle into a job. There are many people in our society who think they will settle down and find a job after marriage. However, this often leads to significant problems later because money is crucial in today's world, and every task requires financial resources. Until someone is financially settled, do not consider marrying them. Responsible individuals secure their financial stability before making life decisions. We must consider many factors, including maintaining our relationship with God, to avoid facing difficulties in life.
I hope you like my work. Thanks for watching Ninja Animations. May God bless you all, amen. See you tomorrow with a new topic. Take care everyone. Bye.